geometry. An introduction. We've already studied how to locate a point on a number line. We also know how to describe the position of a point on the line. But there are many other situations in which to find a point we are required to describe its position with reference to more than one line. For example, in figure there is a main road running in the east to west direction and streets with numbering from west to east. Also, on each street, house numbers are marked. So this is the figure where this is the main road and the streets are numbered from 1 to 8. To look for a friend's house here, is it enough to know only one reference point? For instance, if you only know that she lives on street 2, will we be able to find her house easily? Because on street 2 there are 5 houses. In which one does she live? Not as easily as when we know 2 pieces of information, namely the number of the street on which it is situated and the house number. If we want to reach the house which is situated in the second street and has the number 5, first of all, we would identify the street 2 and then the house numbered 5, which is H in the given figure. Similarly, P shows the location of the house corresponding to street number 7 and house number 4. Another situation is where supposedly you put a dot on a sheet of paper and are asked to tell the position of the dot on the paper. How would you do this? Perhaps you will say that the dot is in the upper half of the paper or near the left edge of the paper, or it is very near the left-hand upper corner of the sheet. Do any of these statements fix the position of the dot precisely? No. But if you say that the dot is nearly 5 cm away from the left edge of the paper, it helps to give some idea, but still does not fix the position of the dot. A little thought might enable you to say that the dot is also at a distance of 9 cm above the bottom line. We now know exactly where the dot is. For this purpose, we fix the position of the dot by specifying its distances from 2 fixed lines, the left edge of the paper and the bottom line of the paper. In other words, we need 2 independent informations for finding the position of the dot. Let's explore this idea more through the activity Seating Plan. Draw a plan of the seating in your classroom, pushing all the desks together. Represent each desk by a square. In each square, write the name of the student occupying the desk which the square represents. Position of each student in the classroom is described precisely by using 2 independent information. What are those 2 independent information? Number 1, the column in which she or he sits, and number 2, the row in which she or he sits. So, this is the kind of figure that will be made. T is the teacher's desk. Say you are sitting on the desk lying in 5th column and 3rd row. Also, T is the teacher's desk. So 5th column means this column and 3rd row means this box. So this is your desk. Is it the same as 3, 5? 3, 5 will be the third column and the fifth row, which is different. For example, if Sonia is sitting in the fourth column and the first row, we write S as 4, 1. The teacher's desk is not part of your seating plan. We are treating the teacher just as an observer. In the examples, we observe that position of any object lying in a plane can be represented with the help of two perpendicular lines. In case of dot, we require distance of the dot from bottom line as well as from left edge of the paper. In case of seating plan, we require the number of the column and that of the row. This simple idea has far-reaching consequences and has given rise to a very important branch of mathematics known as coordinate geometry. In this chapter, we aim to introduce some basic concepts of coordinate geometry. We study more about these in our higher classes. This study was initially developed by the French philosopher and mathematician René Descartes in honor of the system used for describing the position of a point in a plane is also known as the Cartesian system. René Descartes was the great French mathematician of the 17th century, and he liked to lie in bed and think. One day when resting in bed, he solved the problem of describing the position of a point in a plane. His method was the development of the older idea of latitude and longitude. In the coming videos, we'll explore more about the coordinate geometry and Cartesian system. Till then, happy learning!